Hello, Think Natalia community. I have the honor of interviewing another phenomenal person today. Her name is Andrea Heitmann. She is a coach and a trainer, an expert for digital rhetoric. And in her online course, I'm having a look at her LinkedIn profile at the moment. You're going to learn how to appear competent, confident, and professional in your video calls. So, Andrea, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me, Natalia. It's a great pleasure.
You're most welcome. Tell us a little bit more about your story. Are you somebody who always knew what you wanted to do, or did you work in the corporate world first and then kind of developed to the expert that you are today?
Oh yeah, no chance. I never knew what I wanted to be. And looking back, I would have done everything different and it would have not been good, I think, because I think my CV, it's very colorful, but it's great. I love the background I have, but I originally started in hotellery. So from there, I had my way through lots of different steps, and now I'm a trainer as I have my own business. I used to be a trainer for several companies for a while, but then after a while decided, okay, well, you can do it by yourself. And that's what I decided beginning of 2018. And that's actually when we got in touch for the first time.
Yeah.
And since then, so much happened, and it's just phenomenal.
Amazing. So for everybody who's like, okay, digital rhetoric, what on earth is that? Like, it kind of makes sense, but maybe we understand, like, I guess that everybody always understands things in a different way. So let's clarify that word so that people will know and understand properly what it is that you actually do.
Well, the thing is, what I get asked often is, well, yeah, is this something different from rhetoric? No, it's not.
Okay.
It's like a sub part of rhetoric, because you still have rules of rhetoric, but you have to deal with them in a different way, because the rules are rewritten as soon as you have the webcam in front of you and not the person. So this is mainly what it is about. It is more about preparation, more about thinking of the tools that you use, because the tools have so much more impact in a call than if you have a presentation in front of 100 people in a room. So there are a lot of aspects, also the part of relationship and building a trustworthy atmosphere, that are quite different from the regular rhetoric. So that's where we really have to rethink when we are in front of the webcam.
Okay. So as we already started talking about it, like, what's your golden nugget or the hint that you can share with everybody who's watching this right now? Because by the time we're recording this interview, we have the end of August. So we are still part of this crazy times that not everybody is allowed or wants to go to the office. We're spending a lot of time online. So what is the biggest mistake that you see people make? Or what is that one thing, if everybody would apply that, the quality of our video calls and the quality of our day and throughout our life would be so much better?
I think it is really about building relationships and not jumping from one call into the other. Because I hear people that really have half an hour calls, just one after the other, and then they're like, oh, I don't even know when to drink a coffee. Because this is really what it's about online, as it is so much more difficult to build a trustworthy relationship online. We do have another ego online than we do have offline. And you realize that, for instance, if you date someone online, and then all of a sudden, after a while, after being really into deep conversations with this person online, and then you meet the person offline and you're like, crap.
Oh, I am.
This is how this person is. Yeah, so there is a huge difference between online and offline relationships. And I think the most important golden nugget is really take your time and invest, especially in the first 5 minutes, not to talk about business, but to invest into relationship. And for that, you need to prepare. You need to check social media channels and see, what does this person like? What's in this person's head? What is he interested in? And so on. And then you can start the call by, great, that we can get together through Zoom whatsoever. I actually saw your post on LinkedIn this morning. It was about
Smarty pants.
whatever
Nice.
topic. Very interesting. What is your relationship to that topic? And then you have the icebreaker, and then this person like, oh, wait a second, something is different. This person is asking me something about myself and not just taking care of business. Because I think taking care of business online is really taking care about the person first.
That is a game changer, especially for Germans who hate small talk. You've heard it from the expert. When you work online, because of everything that we usually see to get to know a person. I mean, we talked earlier, so it's about the height of the person and the physique and the handshake and all of that disappears. So you need to use different tools to build that relationship and to make that person feel acknowledged and seen and special, and not just like, oh, I have 5 other calls, so let's be quick. Agenda point number 1, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, it's not only that you then think about it and do it, it's also, and this is where the digital rhetoric comes in very strong, is this: how does this person perceive me in the very first seconds, the first impression online? And it's different when I see someone like this in front of the camera, or if I have a person who just looks in this stupid webcam, then the person the person looking in the webcam thinks this is a little bit awkward. I look into the webcam, but this is the moment where you look at the person who's having the call with you, who's seeing your video, and this is the moment where you do have the first chance to make a relationship, to start a relationship. And then it also comes to how do I sit, or how do I stand? Do I sit like this? Do I sit like this, where I even hide my mouth? These are all facts that kind of count up, and in some are not very helpful when it comes to building trustful relationships online.
Very diplomatically said. I love that. So you mentioned that we have been in contact, or we first connected 2 years ago. We worked together on your personal brand when I was still doing personal branding 101 coaching. What was the initial challenge, and how did I help you with the first steps? Do you remember? Because it's really some time ago.
Yeah, but I still have it quite present in my head. So the original challenge for me was coming out of being employed at a company and starting my own business, and that was actually quite very difficult in my private life, the situation at that moment. So I really had tons of ideas and no clue of the direction, and went back and forth all the time, and there were a lot of maybes and coulds. And you helped me a lot getting things clear, and I wrote everything down. And at that time, since I had 2 very small children, now they're 2 years bigger, obviously, which made it a little easier. But at that time, I did not have the chance to really deep dive into my personal branding part. It was a great start, but it never went to a point where I said, okay, this is where I wanted to be. But I knew that, and that was okay. So now, when it was actually mid-May when the idea with digital rhetoric came up to me, where I thought, wow, you have suffered from conference call for such a long time as well when you were unemployed. And now is your chance to change something, because everyone does have the problem now that you already had for quite a while, and others as well. And when I then took all the notes that I made when we had our coaching sessions in 2018, it was such a no-brainer for me to get things clear, to get colors clear, to get clear how do I want others to see me,
to see you. Yeah.
So that was just fantastic.
Yeah, thanks so much for speaking so openly about it. What I love is that we always kept in touch, and I knew that one day in the very, very near future you will fully go into LinkedIn. And when I saw you just a few months ago, just going out there and saying, this is who I am, this is what I do, take that, I was like, yeah. She went all in. So tell us a little bit more about the the biggest insights you have about LinkedIn, or the biggest surprises? So is LinkedIn different than you thought that it is now that you fully committed to it and said, you know what, I make this my core marketing and lead gen strategy or platform?
Yeah, actually, there were quite a things. I mean, when we had our coaching sessions in 2018, I realized that, okay, 200 contacts are not enough. So,
nice.
yeah,
Awesome.
it would be good to have more. And we talked about strategies, and there was then the moment where I really realized, and I mean that some things you have to feel. I mean, people can tell you, but you have to feel it to realize that this is the right strategy. Was really when I started posting a lot of content. And first of all, I thought, not so many likes. And then I really started, communicating in my pool of contacts. And I started to comment a lot. I started to like a lot what I do like. It's not just click, 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 exactly. A lot of likes, but it's really, okay, where's content that I appreciate, that I like, and where are people that I think are
interesting, or
yeah, exactly.
Or
absolutely. And that was the moment where it started that I received a lot of contact requests. So all of a sudden, I think now I am up to 3,000 contacts.
Whoa!
And, yeah.
Nice.
And it's not just this clicking, but I think it is really important that you do consider who are the contacts you want to have and why. And so build up your business or your business and
brand.
Exactly like this. And so that was huge learning to really realize how does the platform work and how can you get best out of it.
Absolutely. And what I love is that you also have, I've seen some of your posts and engaged with them. You have deep conversations, you have discussions. People are there because they want to learn and they are engaged. So if I remember well, once you told people that there will be a course very soon and that you will offer this and this and that, people are really knocking at your door saying, give us your stuff. When can we get it, right? So LinkedIn definitely is also a great tool, not only to network, expand your social connections, to build your community, but also to help other people to have these beautiful conversations and to generate leads. Am I correct with that? Or do you see it in a different way?
No, absolutely. It was very exciting. And sometimes I had conversations in the comment fields, but it was like, oh yeah, I would love to talk to you on the phone or via webcam or whatsoever we do now, because this is so exciting and this is so interesting what we're talking about, and such cool deep dives and questions. And I love that, how people are interested and respond to the content. Yeah.
Amazing. So the course will be live on the 1st of September. There will be a beta testing group of 100 people, right?
Exactly. Yeah. We limited it a little bit. I mean, we did do quite some research, but for us, it was now the time that we thought, okay, let's just not throw out the full stuff, but start with a little selected group, and then we go from there
and see and improve it. Is it in German or is it English or is it both, or what would it be?
It actually, at the moment, it is in German, and we planned it for English as soon as we do have the complete full version 100% in place.
Okay.
And not sure yet if we are just having like a synchronization in the language, or if we redo videos for the English version, but I do want to have the videos in English as well. Yeah,
but it's a process. You start with one thing first, so we know it starts in German. That's amazing. Okay, what might be also interesting is your first LinkedIn video that you published just recently. I know that you are a great trainer, you are very charismatic, you're amazing on stage, but getting your first videos out is a challenge for, I would say, 99.99999 people. So was it a challenge for you as well? And what did you learn? Or what's the one thing you would like to share with people who are like, I know I shoot videos, but I can't. I know I shoot videos, but I'm afraid. I know I shoot videos, but whatever.
Absolutely. I would have done everything different now, like 3 months later. And when I look at the video now, I'm like, okay, where is your power.
Live and learn. That's how
Exactly. And the thing is, I mean, I'm so used to videos, and I give feedbacks to videos so often. And of course, it's always easier when you're not in front of the video. But there were quite a lot of learnings in terms of doing your own video for LinkedIn for me in the past couple of months. And now it, for me, really is about, okay, put energy into that video.
Yeah.
And I think this is one of the most important things. And then it doesn't matter if all of a sudden there's a wrong word or whatsoever. The most important thing is that the people feel the power that you have and the passion that you have. And yeah, so it was a little awkward, and I really was scared of pushing the post button.
Trust me, we all are. It's like when you get these adrenaline kicks and you start to sweat and you're a little bit shaky. You're like, is it the right video? What will people say? Do I look whatever?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah. I know how it feels. We all have been there. So, Andrea, what kind of people should connect with you on LinkedIn? Any type of people that you specifically want to expand your social network to at the moment?
Well, actually, mostly every person that does feel the urge of getting better in conference calls, in online meetings, and so on. Every person that realizes there is something different, probably gut feelings that are like, I just don't like that. I don't like the conversations online. It's always so cold, and I do not connect to the people. I'm scared when I have to say something, or this nobody says something and all of a sudden everyone says something, and I'm so annoyed of that. And even though I'm just a participant probably in online meetings and do not necessarily organize them, I want to change something for me. I want me to feel better with that. And these people are really warmly welcome to ask questions and to challenge me with my knowledge. And I love to help them.
Okay, amazing. So if that describes you, make sure you connect with Andrea. I thank you so much for your time today. It was amazing catching up with you. Thanks for openly talking about your stories, about the ups and downs, and we definitely keep in touch. I am excited for you for the launch, for the next steps, and let's see where the journey goes.
Perfect. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited for the upcoming months.
Fingers crossed. So make sure that you connect with Andrea if you haven't done that yet. If you want to know more about who I am and what I do and how you want to work with me, simply go to thinknatalia.com. I thank you for your time, and we talk soon.